story of an addiction to technology. Dr. Kim Lay is a psychiatrist and a very, very interesting story himself. I spoke to him earlier this year as he was the host of an SBS series called Are You Addicted to Technology? And it was a subject he knew intimately because he was just that person. A very good afternoon. Thanks for being on the program.
Hi, Jeff.
Did you hear in Sharon that which you've heard many times before?
Yeah, I mean, technology is all around us, and a technology addiction is probably harder than any other addiction to beat because technology is all around us. If you're addicted to drinking alcohol, you could technically avoid going to pubs, going to parties where there might be alcohol, but with technology, it's pretty hard to escape.
Could you just, before we look further at this broadly, can you just remind our audience of the battles that you had? Because you are many things. You're an extremely articulate communicator of the subject. You know a lot about the subject, and you have had personal experience battling the subject. What was it to you, Kim?
Oh, wow. I mean, my history goes back to when I was a child. I have childhood memories playing the Atari as a 4-year-old. And as an expert in this topic, I never envisaged myself to become addicted to the video games that I love to play. But of course, when Pokemon Go came out in, I think it was 2016, 2017, that brought back some childhood memories back in high school when I played the first ever Pokemon series.
Yeah. And
they had designed this augmented reality game so well, it was on fire, it went viral, everyone was playing it, and everyone was getting into it. And I just really got involved in the community. And the video gaming designers, they have all these tricks, all these recipes to make these games as profitable and to make as much money as possible. And they have a saying called the 3 H's. It's hook, habit, and hobby. But as a psychiatrist who treats people with this problem and have experienced it myself, there are 5 H's, I believe. It's hook, habit, hobby, hazard, and of course, harm. And so there's a few people out there, a percentage of people who play these games who end up playing compulsively and have difficulty controlling the amount of time that they play, and it could become hazardous to their health. And for some people, it can cause them some harm.
What was it to you on reflection, Dr. Kim?
For me, when I was playing this, it was a mobile game. I was meeting up with people face-to-face. I was organising. I was a leader in the group. I would organise groups of people to go into particular parts of my city of Adelaide, and it just took up so much time. And, as a doctor, I don't have that much spare time. And I realised that I'd been playing this game for over a year. And I was like, look, this is enough. Like, this is never going to end. The game just keeps bringing out new content. And they know that in order to get their money back in terms of the development of the game, they need players to play for at least 120 days in a row.
Yeah.
The more likely that you're playing, the longer you're playing the game, at that 120-day mark, you're more likely to start spending money in a game, even though the game could be free.
On ABC Radio Perth, Dr. Kim Lay, psychiatrist, my guest on the program. We're talking about addictions to technology, and Sharon spoke of hers, and we heard a story from the Trials of Modern Life last night. 1300 222 720. If you'd like to offer an opinion, please do. 0437 922 720. So Dr. Kim, let's talk about the serious stuff. How do we successfully drag humans away from that screen and keep them away from that screen?
Yeah. So I run a telehealth practice completely online. GPs refer patients to me, or patients ask their GPs to make a referral. I'm also consulting with Fiona Stanley Hospital. They're very interested in this area, particularly as an area of mental health concern for young people. And we're now teaching doctors and nurses and allied health professionals about video gaming addiction and teaching them how to pick this problem up. And then once we pick the problem up, we then, incorporate that as part of our assessment, and then we explore ways to cut down the amount of time spent playing games, and also looking at other treatments or periods of time without playing games at all.
Does it work if I just wrench that device from your hands, Dr. Kim, and don't let you have it back till Monday? Which is what adults do with kids?
Well, funny you ask that, because the University of Adelaide and Flinders University, they published an article called the 84-Hour Protocol. So what happened is volunteers who were addicted to their video games, they actually volunteered their passwords up. So they had some idea that this was a problem for them. They gave their passwords and accounts to the researchers, and they gave them up at Friday midday, and they didn't get it back till Monday midday. So 84 hours. So the reason why they chose the weekend is because you're more likely to binge and spend a marathon on playing these games over the weekend. And so what they found out is that just a brief period without having access to the game, they're more likely to rethink their what we call negative thoughts about the game. Yeah. So thoughts might be like, I need to log on, or my teammates might need me, or I need to go online to feel better about myself. Those negative thoughts, they decreased. And then also on follow-up, your time spent on the game decreased over time. But, these are some early studies, but I think, we need to look at more longer-term treatment studies and follow-up as well.
Yeah. Look, just briefly, do you envisage this will be increasingly problematic? These technologies, you speak of the augmented reality, they're designed to be so psychologically in tune with us, or maybe we're the ones designed to be psychologically in tune with them, but we need to get our heads around this, don't we?
Definitely. It's exponentially rising, especially with the COVID lockdowns, people stuck in their homes. Not Perth or South Australia, but because I see families all over Australia, the states where they had extended lockdowns, children have really struggled to go back to normal routine and going back to face-to-face schooling, refusing to go to school, not going to their jobs, that sort of thing. Video games are designed to really wipe out your motivation to do anything else other than video gaming.
Thank you so much for speaking to me today, Dr. Kim Lay.
Jeff Hutchison.
ABC Radio Perth and WA.